The present situation of Sri Lanka is very dreadful. The people of Sri Lanka are unable to feed their family members for all the essential goods such as rice, milk, oil, gas, onions. People have to stand outside the grocery shops in huge line. The prices of all the essential goods are in a hike. For example, 1 kg ka rice is now rupees 500 and 1 egg is now rupees 30. 400 grams ka milk powder is now rupees 800. As there is no sufficient ink and paper, the exams have been cancelled in Sri Lanka. All the grocery shops look empty. Newspaper printing has also been stopped. Government has put military outside the petrol pump to put a control over the people who are standing outside the petrol pump in huge lines for petrol. The people of Sri Lanka were unable to face this economic crisis and most of them have entered India. But our Indian government has arrested them because it is considered illegal. And if it's not yet controlled, the people entering from Sri Lanka to India may also increase.
Country has a debt. A country takes a debt only if the country's income is not sufficient. It takes the debt from its country's domestic banks, bonds, other countries, or international banks. The taken debt must be paid back in the form of installment. If a country takes the debt from other countries or international banks, it is called as external or foreign debt. They take the debt in dollars, that is because US dollar is the standard currency. The debt taken in dollars should be paid back in dollars only. Presently, the external debt of Sri Lanka is $56 billion. For this, Sri Lanka should pay $6 billion as an installment. But the foreign currency result of Sri Lanka is only $2 billion. As every country, Sri Lanka also has been taking little by little debt, that to external debt. All the debt has been taken from the World Bank, Asian Development Bank and Japan International Cooperation Agency. The interest rate of these banks is only 1% per annum and the repayment period is also 25 to 50 years. These type of loans are called as concessionary loans. The Sri Lankan government never felt great difficulty to fulfill these loans. So in the year 2010, the Sri Lankan government wanted to develop its country. It wanted to build large development projects for its country's people and a lot of money is needed for this development. For this, Sri Lanka has been taking debt from other countries. It has been taking the debt from other countries because to build a large development projects, the income of Sri Lankan government is not just enough. It didn't take the debt from international banks because it does not give the loan more than a country's status. Thus, it has been taking loan from other countries and these loans are called as commercial loans. These come very easily but the interest rate is 6% per annum and the repayment period is only from 5 to 10 years. Since the past 10 years, the commercial borrowing of Sri Lanka has been increasing. As you all can see in this image, most of the commercial loans are from China and other international sovereign bonds. From these loans, the Sri Lankan government was able to construct highway projects and some other development projects. Hambantota port is also one of them. It is the second largest port in Sri Lanka. Most of Sri Lanka's income is because of its tourism and also because it is a good exporter of tea and coffee plantations. But the only mistake done by Sri Lankan government is that it has only been depending on tourism and plantation for foreign income. No new sectors were promoted by the government due to which no foreign investment has increased. That's why its dollar income remained stagnant. But it never stopped taking loans due to which monthly installments also increased. It was unable to pay the installment from the dollar income of its country. In the year 2017, to increase its dollar's income, Sri Lankan government sold its Hambantota port to China for $1.12 billion. The fact is that it has built the port from taking the loan from China and finally sold to China itself to pay their loans. The other reason to sell this port was because it was in a loss. An incident occurred in Sri Lanka in the year 2019. There were frequent bomb attacks in Sri Lankan churches and luxury hotels, due to which 269 people died, out of which 45 were foreigners. These bomb attacks have been done by the International Terrorist Organization, due to which most of the country's citizens ignored visiting Sri Lanka, due to which the tourist foreign economy of Sri Lanka has also reduced. In 2020, we had to face COVID. Due to lockdown, Sri Lankan economy has decreased to much more extent. In the year 2021, it reduced the usage, not reduced, but completely stopped importing of chemical fertilizers from other countries. Farmers started organic farming. They believe that foreign currency would be saved for some extent. Farmers can sell their organic crops for a good price in the market. People will also stay healthy because of these organic crops, and they also thought that Sri Lanka would become the first organic farming country in the world. But nothing happened as a thought. Due to more investment, farmers were not following organic farming, due to which Sri Lanka also started facing food crisis. They were even not ready to import from other countries because of less foreign currency. All the prices of essential goods are in a hike, which the common people cannot afford. Organic farming failed in Sri Lanka because of improper planning. So the final reasons for the economic crisis in Sri Lanka are dependent on only few categories of income for foreign currency, not encouraging foreign investment much, taking loans more than its status, implementing organic farming without good planning. So these were all the reasons which led to the economic crisis in Sri Lanka. So what is Sri Lanka doing to overcome the situation? It is going through debt restructuring. It's a process used by companies to change the terms on loans to make them easier to pay back. It can reduce the interest rates on loans or extend the due dates for paying them back. So let's pray God that the economic crisis of Sri Lanka should end very soon. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you felt that my today's video was informative for you all, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon.